The Saints now, they'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
It's a gain of 4.
Back to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Returnable here from the 38. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Burrow looking to pass.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
In motion goes the tight end. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Open man is Higgins. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Now whistles and a flag. And I believe a Bengal got going a little early there.
Here is 3rd and 5.
This time Burrow will look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamar Chase.
His 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to extend their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
They'll set up to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
They snapped the ball backed up inside their own 10. Now they're backed up even further, and they can thank their coverage for that. They called the zone, and they were aggressive enough to deny an early window, and that gave their rushers a chance to get to the pocket.
They'll drop to throw.
To Pierce, they set up the screen.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
And it's third down.
They'll look to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete.
I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's taken at around the 40. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bengals offense and their quarterback ready to go once more.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's Burrow.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And Burrow going to throw again. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
Chase Brown. A 1-yard loss brings up 2nd and 16. At the 29-yard
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Eluding the pressure right.
Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's good for our Bengals. First down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's Chase now on the jet sweep.
And he's in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamar Chase, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year.
As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22.
And now the Saints get set to trot out there.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down, Saints.
They're going to back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Back to throw again. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll look to throw again. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Saints are able to cut into that deficit.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits were on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
The kick is good.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bengals offense and Jamar Chase set to take over once more. And you see the numbers for him into this 3rd quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open throughout.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Play action. It's Burrow.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. And there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. An inside give, Brown. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now Burrow.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
At the 41-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. A short throw there, pulled in by all. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Burrow throw.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brings up
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Again, it's Burrow.
Able to find Higgins.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Bengals bring out their punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line.
The Saints again ready to go on offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got me pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
1st down, New Orleans.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Olave holds it in.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time.
We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 36. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Now a 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now back to throw. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Seibert's kick is good. And that lead is back down to 9 now.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
A short throw there, pulled in by all. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 5 out of 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a 1st down. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the
40. 2nd down and 6 now.
A gain of 4.
There's Burrow setting up to throw it. Got a man open, it's Chase. And Chase going to pick up a Bengals 1st down as he's up to the 47.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. A short throw there, pulled in by all. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 47-yard line.
To the air again, Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
A short throw there, pulled in by all.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Burrow looking to pass. That one caught by all the tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's another Cincinnati Bengals. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Second down and 3, ball on the 7.
Brings up second and 3 at the 7-yard line.
Out of the gun again to Spears.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. Maybe he was going to be involved in that play from his tight end spot, and he jumped.
Yeah, don't tell me that those guys don't like to block. That's what we say about them nowadays in the NFL. But I think he thought he was one of the key pieces in that play and wanted to get out and execute the assignment very fast.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. Now it's Burrow. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on second and goal. Here's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the night. And the Bengals are closing in on a third straight victory to start the campaign.
A 15-point game now. You make the extra point, and that means on the other side you need 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions. That's a pretty tall order here in the fourth quarter.
Agreed, because they really needed to come up with a stop there, and even if it was just to hold them to a field goal. Now they need to pull the monkey horseshoe because they've got to get an onside kick, and we've seen nowadays those are incredibly difficult to come by.
And not to mention they got to get the touchdown and a 2-point conversion first.
And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Saints offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays.
Now a play fake here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 8.
30-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Back to throw here.
To Pierce, they set up the screen.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
A three-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
Gets this complete to Shaheed. Second down and 8.
Out of bounds at the 45-yard line. A gain of 2.
Back to throw again.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They'll look to throw again.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
A gain of 15.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Over the middle and complete to Shaheed.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
It's 2nd and inches.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
A gain of 7. And the Saints first down.
He'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
The home team's offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now the Bengals on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Burrow. A short throw there, pulled in by all. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Bengals first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown.
And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Here's 2nd and 10. Right back to Brown. Ooh, with a juke. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
Chase the motion man right. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. The bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Bengals, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everyone.
Why you all in my face, taking up all of my space? You should get out of my way, you should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do, I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think, you should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way. I got too many plays, I don't even play. Get out of my way, out of my way, out of my way.
Way up, get your weight up, put your plate up. You a foreign, we at war, and I got all hallelujah, Talladega, baby Jesus, in the flesh, come and get it, and I'm get it. All my friends coming with all their friends, and we get active, yeah, we get active, yeah. All of my tattoos black, my eyes bloodshot red. I'm ready right now. Don't run your mouth too quick. Let's get it. Stop talking. One way, my way, my way, my way, my way, my way. Don't make me wipe you, get your talking out my face. It's in my mind, really, this is my DNA. I gotta get it, I don't know no other way. Get out my way.
Why you all in my face, taking up all of my space? You should get out of my way, you should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do, I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think, you should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way. I got too many plays, I don't even play. Out of my way, get out of my way, out of my way, out of my way.
All my friends coming with all their friends, and we get active, yeah. We get active, yeah. All of my get it. Who get it? 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 Stop talking. One way, my way, my way, my way, my way, my way.
Don't make me rap, you get your talking out my face. It's in my mind, really, it's in my DNA. I gotta get it, I don't know no other way. Get out my way.
What's happening? What's happening? Hey, hey, boy, Lil Joy. The pick your me, click. What's up, Phony? What's happening? What's up, Sean Paul? What's happening? Hey, now, ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time. Turn this thing on out. Now, let me see everybody.